Anyway, today's video, staying with a girl who cheated on you. I heard this really crazy horror story today. I'm gonna tell you what happened. You tell me what you think. Tell me what you.
So he about to give you a story about someone who got cheated on and as to whether or not it's worth staying with that person. So I didn't hear the story yet, so I'm going to listen to it, and I guess I'll give my 2 cents on that as well.
You would do. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy I know brought his girlfriend over to his family's house for Christmas. He had other friends there, you know what I'm saying? Makes kind of the situation worse. He brought his friends and his new girlfriend. And his parents obviously wanted to be accommodating, you know, good, loving parents. You know, it's like, oh, my son's friends are here, his girlfriend. Like, we want to have a great Christmas for everybody. Doing the best they can, cooking, decorating, you know, but they also know that everyone has their own family and everyone has their own kind of Christmas traditions. Anyway, so, you know, as accommodating, loving parents, they were asking around and they were like, hey, just want to know, do you guys have any special traditions that you do during Christmas? To his friends and his new girlfriend, it's like, hey, because we would love to do, you know, some of the things. We want to make you guys feel at home. We want you guys to have a great Christmas. Let us know, and we would totally be okay with, you know, doing whatever you guys want. You know, if we can, you know, just being super happy and accommodating. His girlfriend says, yeah, I don't know. I just liked it better over at my ex's house, in front of everybody. Now, I don't know if he's gonna watch this video. You know, I heard this happen through somebody else, but that is horrific. If that happened to me, I would sit there for a second, and while yes, I would be mad at my girlfriend, I think I'd be more disappointed in myself. Why did I bring her here to my family, you know, who's trying really hard to be accommodating for everyone, for her to say some shit like that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Disrespectful to me, to my family, makes herself look bad. Like, why am I dating her? You know what I mean? And I look myself in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? And I would say, what happened? You know, when did you turn into this submissive bitch? I think back sometimes, I'm like, you guys know that character, a pimp named Slickback from Boondocks? What would he have done in that situation? Beat her, maybe? I don't know. I don't agree with that. But
what?
Is it on the table after a comment like that? I don't know. Thing is, you know, I think a lot of guys stay with their and there's like more to that. I don't know, more to that girl, but either way, there's a lot of guys that stay after their girlfriends cheated on them. You know what I'm saying? I think you lose a part of your soul. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's like,
yeah, that sounds crazy.
I think it's partly desperation, scared to be lonely. I think it's partly, you know, being a pussy. You're too scared to break up with her. You don't want to lose her, so like you're just gonna let her fuck other dudes. You know what I'm saying? She obviously doesn't care about you fully. You know, you like, and don't listen to those swinger Instagram things, because I've been seeing shit on Instagram from these like swinger groups saying that, oh, cheating is like okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that shit. I just need some other, you know, dick sometimes from these swinger people. And like, I don't know. I don't agree with cheating. Don't listen to swingers. Don't fucking do it. Here's the thing, it'll break you down into a shell of a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you used to be this assertive, confident guy, you know what I'm saying? Then you let your girl cheat on you and you let it slide. You know what I'm saying? She don't really give a fuck about you. She could probably do it again. You know what I'm saying? Now, fast forward, you're picking her up from clubs with another dude. You're her Uber. You're picking her up. Hey, babe, you ready? She's hammered coming out the club, comes in with a different dude. And she's like, drop me off at my house. You know what I'm saying? You drop your girl off with this dude at her house. It's an extreme example, but I don't see how it can't get there. You're emotionally, mentally broken. You know what I mean? You start doing crazy shit like that, literally getting cucks left and right, and then maybe hoping that after she gets fucked, she'll text you. I don't know where I'm going with that, but from what I've seen, once a cheater, always a cheater. You know what I'm saying? And don't ever forgive cheating. That's an unforgivable act. You guys could do work after. You know what I'm saying? You could do work on it. Oh, like, let's go to therapy. Let's do this. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what that therapy isn't going to do? Unfuck your girl. Not going to get his nut out of her mouth. You know what I mean? It's not going to, you know, take back the things she said while she was getting fucked. You know, she's like, give it to me, give it to me. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to erase those words. You've breached a contract between two people. You know what I'm saying? And that's more, a contract would be more like marriage, but
yeah,
it's an unforgivable act.
like a verbal agreement.
It's adultery. You know what I mean? I don't know how many of you guys are religious, but I don't know how many of you are familiar with Dante's Inferno and the layers to the layers of hell. You know what I'm saying? And obviously this is like not to do with that in general, but the deepest level of hell, according to Dante's Inferno, is betrayal. Unforgivable act. And if you did forgive that shit, there's no going back from that. You know what I'm saying? That you've lost a part of yourself. Truly, you've lost a part of who you are. You lost a piece of self-respect. Can you get that self-respect back? Honestly, I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Because even if you end up leaving her later, you know, you still did it in that moment. So I guess you could get it back. Yeah, I guess you could get it back. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to tell you guys, if she cheats or he cheats, your boyfriend, your girlfriend cheats on you, it's over. And the hammer. And if you're too scared to be alone to do that, then you're pathetic. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about at this point. I just want to make a video because I'm trying to be more consistent. But I do believe that.
So this horse meat. I seen like maybe like 2 of his videos before. So I mean, what y'all think? Get cheated on? Is it worth staying? I mean, what is worth staying after that? One of the biggest, most important things in a relationship, whether it's intimate or even a friendship, is trust. That's one of the biggest things. If you can't trust that person, then you're not going to be able to be your full self with that person. You're not going to be able to be your true self because you don't know if however you are being or whatever you are saying, if that's going to be used against you. If you might say something that's, you know, might be embarrassing, but you tell them with confidence and obviously they don't keep that to themselves, that can be used against you. Other people hear about it and they can use that against you. So therefore you're going to be holding back. If you can't trust that person, you're going to be holding back. You know, if someone cheats on you, if y'all have an agreement and that person cheats on you, like when I say an agreement, it means I'm only going to date you. Are you down with only dating me? And they say, yes, I'm down with only dating you. And 4 or 5 months down the road, you catch them having sex with somebody else. Now, you might want to be technical about it. I mean, dating you, but they still dating you, but they're not dating somebody else. They're just having sex with somebody else. But you know what I mean. If it's like, listen, I'm only going to be intimate with you. You're only going to be intimate with me. You find out that they're being intimate with somebody else. I mean, it messes up so many things, you know. Obviously, one of those things is trust. The other thing is, you know, most relationships, after about a couple months, most relationships, they stop using condoms. After a couple months, most relationships stop using condoms. You know, some relationships, within the first month, they stop using. Some might take a little bit longer, but usually by like the second, if you're like consistently dealing with the same person and you have this agreement that, you know, I'm only going to be dealing with you, it's pretty clear that this is just us. You know, you guys might both get tested. Like, I know that's what I do. Like, if I'm with somebody and I'm with them for like a certain amount of time and I realize that it's just going to be us, then We both get tested. Once results are back and we're both clean, then we stop using condoms, right? And now, if they decide to go and sleep with somebody else, you don't know how they're sleeping with that person. You don't know if they're using condoms with that person or not. And obviously, because they decided to break your agreement and decided to go and sleep with somebody else, even if you was to ask them, were they using protection, can you really trust them? Because they broke your trust by going to sleep with that person already. So the trust is already gone. So if you ask them, hey, did you use any protection with that person? I mean, can you really trust if they did or not? So if someone cheating on you, not only are they breaking the trust barrier, but they're also putting you at risk at potential STDs, because if they're sleeping with somebody else without you knowing, and let's say you find out like a month or two after that they've been sleeping with somebody else, if it's been like a consistent thing or not, but even let's say it was a consistent thing, if you're still hooking up with that person unprotected because you think it's just you and them, they're putting you at risk for potential STDs that could, that could be potentially life altering if they're reckless, you know. So it's like multiple things that gets in the way of that. It's multiple things that get in the way of that. But the ultimate thing for me is like it's a trust thing. If you were dealing with somebody and you're having an agreement, mutual agreement, and they break it like that, I mean, here's what I say. You can either stop dealing with them altogether because maybe you're looking for something serious and you don't want to even play around with them anymore because obviously what happened. Or you can just demote that person in the relationship. You can demote them down from, if there was a girlfriend or a boyfriend, if you're a girl, or I mean obviously if you're into guys, whether you're a boy or a girl, whatever. If it's a boyfriend or girlfriend, you could demote them to just being a friends with benefits. And then obviously if you was not using protection because you thought you was one on one, that's it. Now you go back to using protection. So you can still keep them around if you just want to have fun. Let's say you really enjoy intimacy with them. But now you know, hey, I can't trust them. I can't trust them. Can't fully trust them. So I mean that might damage everything else outside of intimacy. Obviously, you might not want to bring them around your friends and family anymore. Well, I mean, however you used to introduce them to your friends and family, obviously that changes. Um, you know, you just demote them to friends with benefits. Clearly, the relationship is not going to be the same, right? Conversation is not really going to be the same. You know, um, even if they try to like win you back, I mean, if you take them back, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. It's always going to be that stain. It's always going to be that stain on a relationship. Um, Now they say time heals all. How much time though? 6 months, a year? How much time of dating them again, trying to forget what happened? Yeah, how much time? I don't know, man. And then chances are they might end up doing it again. And chances are they might not respect you as much as they probably did the first time around because you took them back. So there's so much to play at that. There's so much there's so much to deal with that. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's worth taking that person serious again, especially if you was taking it serious. I don't think there's any point in taking that relationship serious again. You're better off just uh, reducing it to, hey, you know what? Listen, um, I wanted it to be serious. I wanted us to be in a committed relationship. I thought that we can build something. Um, Clearly, as far as intimacy goes, I'm not enough. You need a lot more than just one person, apparently. So I don't want you to feel like you're missing out on anything due to being with me. I don't want you to feel restraint. I don't want you to feel any resentment. I don't want you to be thinking, damn, what's out there? You know, go out there and explore, and we can still hang out. We can still hang out, have fun, hook up. All that is cool. We can still do that. But I'm going to also be out there seeing other people while you're out there seeing other people. And if I meet somebody who eventually I might want to just settle down with, then it was fun while it lasted, and vice versa. Same for you. If you meet somebody who might be your everything and not just part of what you want, then that's cool too. You can come from it from that angle. If you truly feel that way, if you feel like you can handle that, if you feel like you're mature enough to be like, all right, she clearly needs more than just one person, or he clearly can't just be entertained by one person. And that's cool. But this person is fun. I just can't trust them to be what I want them to be. So I'll just have fun with them while I look for what works for me. What works? I'll mess with them part time while I look for something full time on the side. You know, I think that's probably a good, decent way to go about it. If you can mentally handle that, if you can emotionally handle that, then yeah. If you can't emotionally handle that, if you was in love and just broke your heart and all that, then maybe stepping away from that situation might be the best thing for you to do. Because if you was in love and all that, then you might not be able to handle them part time. You might be the one trying to make it full time again, and then they're gonna be the one having all the power, and they might abuse you emotionally. Because they're gonna think, damn, I cheated on this person, and now they're begging me to be with them again, and just only be with them. It's like, damn, I thought you'd be mad. Shit, but I could basically do what I want right now. Then you still want me, right? I'm just telling you. So, all right, that's what I have to say about that, man. I know I don't normally go over relationship topics like that, but I've dealt with enough um I've dealt with enough women to know how a situation like this can turn out if you make a decision that makes you look super weak. And taking someone back easily after they cheat on you, bro, you're not gonna get this. You're not gonna get any better treatment than you got before. Treatment's gonna be worse because you're gonna be looked at as weak. Trust me. Um, but if you go the other route, like I mentioned, treat him as a part time while you look for something full time on the side. You can still have a little bit of fun until that withers out. You know, and as long as you can handle it, you're cool. So I'm gonna leave it like that, man. I'm not no relationship coach, man. Take this with a grain of salt, man. But if it makes sense to you, try it out. I'll holler at you on the next video.